Tonight, we're bringing you neighborhood stories from Green Bay to Oshkosh. But first, We Energy customers, including here in Northeast Wisconsin, will be getting bigger bills. And it's not just because of the drop in temperatures. You might have already noticed the increase. Andrea Albers breaks down what's behind the latest hike.
I would love to see the graph of the price changes over time. What am I getting charged per kilowatt hour?
Chi Win owes We Energies nearly $500 for her December bill.
You can see right here is my December of 23, and this is my December of 24.
Last year, it was about $150 less.
The average temperature didn't change much. It's 5 degrees lower this month compared to the same time last year. I noticed that my bill went up by a lot, but I can't do anything about it.
She manages Anthony Vince Nail Spa locations, but used to live in Ohio.
In Ohio, as a customer, I can shop around for my rate. There's so many salesmen would come to your door calling you, asking you what is your service provider right now. If they can analyze the bill for you, and they will be able to beat the rates or not.
In a regulated energy market like Wisconsin, utilities operate as monopolies in their service areas with rates set and overseen by the state's Public Service Commission. Higher rates for We Energies, approved by the PSC, went into effect on January 1st.
For the typical customer, the estimate is about a little less than $8 a month on the electric side and about $2 to $4 a month on the gas side for 2025.
A second rate increase will follow in 2026. We Energies says customers can expect to pay another $7 more a month on the electric side and again about $2 to $4 on the gas side.
Over the long term, we're estimating our customers are going to save a significant amount of money.
We Energies says the higher rates you're now paying will help recover costs for new electrical infrastructure in southeastern Wisconsin. Projects like the Paris Solar Energy Center in Kenosha County.
We're anticipating, as is everybody, real strong growth in Wisconsin in the next few years. So we have to build new clean energy and new, reliable energy to make sure we can serve that.
It's a balance Chi understands. She actually worked for a utility company in Ohio. Still, like many others, she'd like to see lower rates.
I would love for some deregulations or decentralizations. I know it's easier said than done, and it might take a long time, but it would be nice for us customer to have some sort of options like that.
Andrea Albers reporting for us tonight. Andrea, thank you. There are a lot of resources available, including payment assistance, but you need to call We Energies to start that process. Budget billing is one option where you have a set price you pay each month. For perspective, WPS, which services most of Northeast Wisconsin, says they expect a regular electric customer will see an increase of $7 a month this year and a $3 per month increase in 2026. Natural gas customers will also be paying a little more. However, they say those rates are below the national average. WPS says their rate plan will help the company reduce power outages, build infrastructure to support jobs, and meet EPA rules. Let's turn our focus to weather now. The sun came out today, but it was deceiving because it looked warm, but it was still really cold outside. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland for a check on your weather tonight. Cam?
Nina, after a significant warm-up yesterday with highs in the lower to mid-20s, seasonable for this time of year, we had colder temperatures return to Northeast Wisconsin today, and right now we are looking at temps that are dropping from the teens into the single digits, and wind chills are pretty close to zero. Today's colder weather coming in after about a ½ inch of snow last night. It was our biggest snowfall in 10 weeks, but did you know that our last snowfall over an inch was 5 weeks ago? I know, it's crazy. ½ inch looks amazing though when you've had very little snow, and you can see that here in Ashwaubenon earlier today. Your evening planner calls for clear skies with temperatures that will continue to fall through the single digits.
Covering America tonight, a federal judge in Seattle has temporarily blocked President Trump's executive order ending the constitutional guarantee of birthright citizenship after it was challenged by 4 states. 4 other lawsuits challenging the executive order have been filed from 22 states, including Wisconsin, and a number of immigrant rights groups. The judge in the case, who is a Reagan appointee, said during today's hearing that the order, quote, boggles the mind, and told a Justice Department lawyer that, quote, this is a blatantly unconstitutional order, end quote. The immigration detention bill, known as the Laken-Riley Act, has passed Congress, marking a win for the Trump administration. The bill requires undocumented migrants charged with theft and violent crime to be detained. But how much is the government willing to shell out to make these policies a reality? Scripps News' Katia Tubman explains how much this is all going to cost.
Congress is working to get the money to fund President Donald Trump's promised immigration policies, which could cost the government billions. 11 million. That's how many undocumented immigrants living in the U.S. could now face heightened immigration enforcement as President Donald Trump works to fulfill his promise of mass deportations, a promise that could cost a lot.
If you put together the budgets of all the other federal law enforcement agencies combined, the whole budget of the FBI, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms, the Secret Service, everything combined it isn't even a fraction of the amount that we have already been spending on immigration enforcement.
Michael Clemens, a fellow at the Peterson Institute for International Economics, says that amount is expected to skyrocket in coming months.
It is a vast component of the U.S. budget, and it is clearly going to scale up by multiples.
While the exact costs are still unclear, Representative Jim Jordan says Trump's border czar, Tom Honan, puts that number in the billions.
I think Mr. Holman has indicated he thinks like $80 billion for agents, for flights, for detention space, detention beds, all the things you need to do what we told the American people we're going to do.
The American Immigration Council puts that number a bit higher, estimating a longer-term deportation operation to cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people per year. But where would that money come from? A detailed list from the House Budget Committee includes a host of ideas, like cuts to Medicare and Medicaid, eliminating credit for child or dependent care, and increasing certain tariffs on China. But those are just options.
We have to figure out ways to get funds, resources to accomplish what those executive orders laid out.
In addition to funding, the president's mass deportation operation may have to clear several other hurdles. Immigration and law experts say those hurdles could include legal challenges from civil rights groups, pushback from certain cities and local law enforcement, as well as further concerns about economic instability. Katia Tubman, Scripps News, New York.
The Green Bay Area Public School District has released a statement after the Trump administration overturned policies that banned authorities from making migrant arrests at sensitive places such as schools and churches. The statement says, quote, visitors from government agencies or law enforcement will first meet with the principal to determine their purpose at the school. It also says if they want to meet with a student, those meetings will follow school board policy as well as state and federal law. Parents, the district says, will be notified. Coming up at 10, your Green Bay neighborhood reporter Andrew Amuzu shares more on the growing concern among immigrants in our area and what local law enforcement plans to do.